ZYXtar clicked his mandibles in amusement as he watched the human cadet struggle through the morning drills. The pale, soft creature looked pathetic compared to the towering Krillian warriors or the armored Vortex soldiers. Even ZYXtar's own species, the insectid Cheethan, possessed natural exoskeletons that could deflect plasma rounds. But humans? They were nothing more than pink flesh wrapped around brittle bones. "Look at it wheeze," Groth rumbled, his rocky stomach physiology immune to fatigue. "The human can barely keep up with basic conditioning." The other alien cadets at the Galactic Defense Academy had been skeptical when Earth was granted membership in the Intergalactic Alliance. Sure, humans had achieved faster-than-light travel and demonstrated basic competency in warfare, but they seemed so fragile. No natural armor, no enhanced healing, no telepathic abilities. Just soft skin and a stubborn streak that many mistook for stupidity. Cadet Sarah Martinez wiped sweat from her brow, her breathing labored but steady. She'd been assigned to Squad Epsilon along with 12 alien cadets representing 7 different species, each one physically superior to her in measurable ways. The Vortex could lift 3 times their body weight. The Krillians could run at speeds that would liquefy human organs. The Cheethan could survive in the vacuum of space for short periods. What could humans possibly contribute? "Today we begin the Crucible course," announced Drill Instructor Vex Han, a battle-scarred Krillian whose 4 arms gestured toward the obstacle course that stretched across the canyon. 5 kilometers of terrain designed to test every aspect of your combat readiness. Those who fail will be reassigned to support roles." The course was a nightmare of razor-sharp obstacles, cliff faces, and combat simulations that had claimed the lives of cadets from tougher species than humans. Sarah studied the route, calculating angles and energy expenditure with the methodical precision her species was known for. The starting klaxon blared. Immediately, the alien cadets surged forward, their superior physicality evident as they bounded over obstacles that forced Sarah to climb and crawl. ZYXtar's chitinous limbs carried him across surfaces that would shred human skin. Groth simply bulldozed through barriers that others had to navigate around. Sarah fell behind quickly, but she maintained her pace. Steady. Measured. She'd learned something the aliens hadn't yet grasped. The course wasn't just about speed or strength. It was about endurance and adaptation. Halfway through, during a brutal cliff ascent, Sarah's breathing became more ragged. She paused, pressing her hand against her side, her face contorting in pain. ZYXtar noticed from his position above. "The human is injured," he called down to the others. "It should withdraw." But Sarah didn't withdraw. She adjusted her grip, found a different route, and continued climbing. Each movement sent visible waves of pain across her features, but she pressed on. It wasn't until they reached the combat simulation that Groth realized something was seriously wrong. During a close-quarters engagement with training drones, Sarah moved differently, protecting her left side, compensating with altered footwork. When a drone's impact sent her sprawling, she struggled to rise, clutching her ribs. "Human!" ZYXtar chittered. "You are compromised. Signal for medical evacuation." Sarah looked at him with eyes that held something the aliens hadn't seen before. Not fear, not pain, but absolute determination. "Negative," she gasped. "Mission continues." She completed every obstacle, every simulation, every test. Her time was the slowest in the squad, but she finished. As they crossed the final marker, Sarah finally collapsed, medical scanners immediately revealing what she'd hidden. 3 fractured ribs, sustained during the morning's accident that she'd never reported. The alien cadets stared in stunned silence. None of them could have functioned with such injuries, let alone completed the most challenging course in the academy. "Impossible," Groth whispered. "Your species should be extinct." How do you survive being so breakable? Sarah managed a pained smile as medics loaded her onto a stretcher. We don't break, big guy. We bend. And when we can't bend, she coughed, wincing, we keep going anyway. From that day forward, the alien cadets never underestimated human resilience again. They'd learned that sometimes the greatest strength comes not from an unbreakable shell, but from an unbreakable spirit. And Squad Epsilon became the most elite unit in Academy history.